Marcello is in a real good spot here.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the European Championships 2017 in Utrecht. I'm joined still by Matthew Bell and Luke Withington. We're getting on in the day now. We're on to the top 32.
Yeah, let's take a look at the super interesting deck breakdown.
Yes.
You could have solved
I just
that
missed the
so
words.
much
I
harder.
I completely
Let's
just
look
forgot
at
the
the
words.
super interesting
Because
breakdown.
I'd forgot the word deck breakdown, and then I had to space out my words really well,
Stage
so that I
to
had
add
a chance.
suspense. You were going for suspense instead
Okay,
of
so
shock.
That's not
Let's,
even the deck breakdown.
no,
That's
let's go to the deck
that's the
breakdown
country
there.
breakdown. Here we go. So here, that's it. This is where we were last round,
And
Yep.
how are we this round?
and somebody's going to be disappointed, and the answer is it's me, because Magician Pendulums are now out.
no.
No, you can put
So-
like the Titanic theme tune to that moment where you heard your heart breaking with the pendulum.
Yeah, shattered.
Lots of Zoodiac, and the True Dracos are massively decimated in that last round. It does look like we are going to see
Pretty much all
pure Zoodiac,
Zoodiac.
from the run to the end of it there, guys. But
I don't think we've ever had a single bar as the top cut. Like if we hit the top 16, there is a chance that we just have a single bar that says Zoodiac.
the Winwich Invoke player is the gentleman from Sweden that we had earlier, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he said Zoodiac was actually his best
matchup. Yeah,
So he might win.
he's happy about it.
Yeah, it's like it's just going to be 15 Zoodiac, 1 Invoke Wimage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So,
If
Let's-
the Zoodiac Kaiju player is still there, the next round it might be worth getting him in.
yeah. So we decided to finally bring him on. The Dream Crusher, the Hope Destroyer, Marcello Barberi.
The Killer of Dreams.
the Bringer of Rain,
The
since we're
Bringer
just
of
throwing
Rain.
titles around.
Yeah. So Marcello's already
the man, the
al-
myth, the legend. That is Marcello Barberi.
He's gonna cringe when he watches this.
Yes, he is.
I'm
He
cringing,
is
and I'm
playing.
sat right here.
He is playing pure Zoodiac there, and he is playing against Federico Pastore, who is playing Zoodiac as well. Both from Italy, so they may as well both actually know each other and probably played against each other before. So they are very ready. I can see them quite impatiently playing with their dice over on the table. So let's go straight over there.
Marcello is already got us locked in seat, and he's still going. He can go home now. Like he doesn't have to do anything
You
more.
don't have to be here, Marcello.
Yeah.
But he's got his working shirt on, and he's like, no, I'm going to bring home the bacon.
Yeah.
He's in there.
I love how he brought usually he's like in a big t-shirt as opposed to his shirts, and he decided to bring a shirt just in case we wanted him on commentary, but obviously it's a bit late now.
he's just making sure. It's like, Marcello, there's no mathematical way any other Italian player can take that seat away from you. No, we need to make sure.
Yeah.
I just have to be sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we
The
actually
voice coming
won't-
from my beard just told me I needed to do it.
Oh, so we've got another Millennium item, you say?
Yes, the
Yes, the
Millennium
Millennium
Beard.
Beard.
You can't retcon that in. It does not work.
Okay, so Marcello is going first and has dropped down a Rapier, who has been Ghost Ogred. In response, there has been a My Body as a Shield.
Oh, that is strong. That's why My Body as a Shield is one of the... We've been seeing it a lot at the national championships for when you're going first to prevent that Ghost Ogre, but some people switched over to Shuffle Reborn to not pay
Yeah.
the life points. But having the extra use here of being able to force your first turn 1 player through is just absolutely amazing. Federico, not out of hand traps and disruption, he also has an Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring that he can throw at Marcello, and he also has a My Body as a Shield available for when he tries to deploy his Ram into an XE play and Marcello tries to intercept with Trident.
Yeah. So just a massively great start from Marcello. Over on Federico's side, we have... Let's have a look what's in his hand. Ram, Ash Blossom, so he does have another hand trap that he can use there. Pokemon and My Body as a Shield.
Track 9, heading the Ram.
Now, I know we're in the top 32, but as with every round, if you're just tuning in and you have no idea what's going on here, both of these people are playing a archetype called Zoodiac, who don't have to use 2 monsters to XE summon monsters from their extra deck, which is the deck over on the left and right, depending on which way you're looking, up or upside down. they only need to use one Zoodiac monster. So your opening hand, as long as it's got a Zoodiac monster in it, it can have any of the 4 cards in it, and you can start your turn.
Yeah.
Make fields like you can see Marcello doing there.
Yeah, he does decide to use up that Ram and not leave it out for as an insurance policy against his opponent's possible mass removal. He does decide to go straight for the Daigusto Emerald and put some of those precious resources for the long game back into his extra deck. And he puts the Rapier back so he can use a Tiger Mortar on his next turn, and then reuse the Rapier to start together some chains.
So 2 Italians facing off here.
And Ash Blossom going to prevent the card draw there.
1 for 1.
Is there shuffling back on the Daigusto Emerald cost? Target 3 monsters in your graveyard, shuffle 3 into the deck.
Nope.
Then draw. No, so okay, he just gets that effect blanked.
Yeah.
But Marcello is still not in a bad position.
Yeah, let's take a look at Federico's hand, see how that improves. Oh, he drew a second My Body's a Shield. That's
Not fantastic.
No, he's only got Ram.
although it does give him protection from Marcello's Regeki, which he has committed to the field to A, bluff his opponent. Well, no, just to bluff his opponent in game 1.
And my buddy's a shield's coming down with that.
Yep, I could do that too, Marcello.
Anything you can do, I can also do.
It's
not better. They're playing the same deck. It's essentially the same, exactly the same build.
Yeah, well, the builds are quite different. So Federico's playing a lot more hand traps in the main than Marcello.
Marcello only playing the Maxi and the Free Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbits. He's not actually even playing Ash Blossom.
He is in the side deck.
In his main.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got Flying Seas and Ash Blossoms in his side deck, as you said.
Yeah, there was definitely collusion in the trap cards, so they're identical.
Don't throw around the collusion word, Luke. You almost gave me a heart attack. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, they colluded.
Integrity.
That's the right word, though, isn't it? Colluded?
Yes, you're correct. It is the correct word.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt.
No, you have the English major here, so it's a scary word.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know what else is a scary word?
General election.
Oh!
I think both of-
Oh!
Okay, I'll
Oliver
leave it
German,
there.
is that you?
Oh yeah, maybe some politics chasing me around.
Puddle.
Puddle.
Yeah, I just love the word puddle.
I thought you thought it was. We were talking about scary words.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's going on?
Scary
Book of
good.
Moon is coming down there.
Yep, that's going to cut Marcello's turn. Federico's turn short.
Yep.
He sets 2 cards. His My Body's a Shield and his own Book of Moon. We're seeing almost mirrored play for play. I doubt we're going to see the Regeki here. He's going to attempt the Daigusto Emerald again.
Just a quick one. Do remember down there, you can see as it's coming across right now, who is going to win the feature match. Vote now. If you follow that link, it'll take you to a poll. We will be looking at that all the way through the match. So just let us know as it's going on who you think is going to win.
Yeah, guys, you've got no reason not to vote now. Throw your votes in early. Don't be the guy who throws it in late and goes, yeah, I was right all along.
Knew it.
Wow, that's a lot of votes from Marcello there. 94% is just changed.
Oh.
Somebody actually changed their vote from Federico during this turn. 94% of votes for Marcello.
I'm going to back Federico because everyone else is on the other side. Why not? Someone's got to be in his corner.
Are you cheering for the underdog?
I think
was.
He's in the top cut, so yeah. Well, I just guess by the stats, I just got to be a non-conformist.
Were you that guy that was cheering for Joey all along, like to beat Yugi?
Yeah, it's getting pretty scary at this point. 31 votes to 2. Marcello.
Go on, Federico. Prove them all wrong. Prove them all wrong. You've got this.
We do have a crowd favourite by the look of it. He's one of the best players in Europe, to be fair.
Well, he's outperformed Joshua Smith. I don't believe Joshua Smith's still in the top cut,
He
is
is
he?
not, no.
So not only, and he went 11. Marcello went 11-0 in Swiss as well.
He said I saw him before the last round of Swiss, and I was like, Marcello, just lose the last round. You're going to be inflicted by the curse of Anubis. And he was like, no, I am the curse.
No, I am the curse.
I can imagine him saying that.
Geki,
as
my
well.
body is a shield.
Jeez. Yep, there's the second one.
Yeah, he was like, I've broken it 3 times now. This will be number 4. I was like, yes, Marcello, yes. Please stop.
Marcello is a YCS winner, isn't he?
Yeah.
YCS London was the first one he won, and then he's made multiple top 4s.
Yeah, he's made multiple top 4s.
And he's won another event since, hasn't he?
Has he?
Yeah, I think some other unofficial large events he won as
No,
well.
I mean YCS's.
No, I don't think he's won another YCS since.
I think he's just a one-time winner. I was wondering whether he was another time winner, seeing as he's just said that he beat the Curse of Anubis over and over again.
It's just the Curse of Anubis is to not lose in top 64, or not losing the first top cut.
Yeah. There's a shout-out I want to do there, but I'm not going to do it.
So just a ram. Okay. Searching for the rapier.
It's a rapier.
Sends away probably the Zoodiac combo since the Ram is already in the graveyard. Yep. Do you want to cut that? No, your turn's going to be going on for about another 20 minutes. I'll hold off. Okay, that's cool. That's very cool of you, man.
It's a Roble and a rapier down, turning into a ball bow, detaching with a Maxi.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
And Marcello's hand is now left with a Through Blade. On the table, he has Shuffle Reborn, Hammer Kong, and Daigosu Emo, as you can see. And Federico is now all in, and the Max C is on his turn. So this puts him in a horrible, horrible position.
Yeah.
Because in order to... He has no idea if he's going to be able to actually build a really terrifying field to Marcello, because there's still every single card is going to give Marcello a potential out to this. Although he has seen the Regeki go down, which Marcello is playing in the main, which is slightly different from many other players, and that got negated.
We should keep an eye on Marcello's hand there.
Yep, so I'll leave that up to you guys
grow.
so you can see.
Cards flooding in.
Oh, yep, Federico is just going to go for it here.
Another card in hand? Oh no, he didn't negate it.
Did the Maxi get negated?
Yes, it must have done.
By Ash Blossom. Yes, Federico
Yes,
had Ash
it's
Blossom and he
finally gone.
negated the Maxi. Okay.
Apologies there. We just didn't have it go through our app for quite a while there.
Yeah, it was a little bit delayed, so I missed that. Sorry.
So what difference does that make?
It means the Maxi challenge hasn't been issued. So he's just going for it.
It means he can now commit quite a field, and Marcello only has the Free Blade in his hand, so he can start some Zoodiac shenanigans, but the Dryden will be available for the normal summon. And then Marcello can use the Shuffle Reborn. So it depends if Federico decides to go for the Tornado Dragon and takes out the Shuffle Reborn to how bad it's going to be for Marcello's turn. But he seems to be pretty committed to going to the Daigosto Emerald.
Oh, and he's just drawn it into another Ash Blossom for next turn.
That will be pretty smashing.
Oh, smashing.
And devastating for Marcello.
I think
Potentially.
I think we should just use the word smashing without putting on the accent more often, to be honest.
Smashing.
There you go. See? Luke's shaking his head. He yeah.
Smashing.
Oh, smashing.
Oh, you can see you can probably hear when Matt gets triggered. I know you can't see us, but it's
You
just
hear a big
little-
sigh.
No,
It's
it's
like
like
a
a-
sigh and a tut.
There's a difference between me being triggered and me just taking a breath, going, just let it go. Just let it go. It's me making an active decision.
Just
I get triggered, I start like gripping the table like a cat. And I'm like, banish the Dryden! It shouldn't be in the graveyard. Why is Ignis not on his deck list? There's many things that, that get me going, but these are the ones I'm just letting go.
See, that's how I feel when I see someone rearrange their graveyard. I'm just like, come on, it's not that hard. Just put things in there in the order they're supposed to be.
Hey, Luke, random test while this turn is playing out.
Yeah.
Marcello just activated question. What's the first card in Federico's graveyard before he goes fancy?
Rapier.
Is it Rapier?
Oh, is he? Oh, we can't see.
No, it was Ghost Ogre.
It was.
No, it was
okay.
Rapier.
Was
No,
it?
Yeah, he just went from the bottom of his graveyard, and the first card they put down was Rapier.
No, Marcello went first. He summoned Rapier, then he
Ghost
played
Ogre.
My Body as a shield.
Yeah, but I also think that they've changed the order of the graveyard, so it was
See,
Rapier.
there you go.
But it would have been Ghost Ogre, but you said Rapier.
Well, yeah, I'd changed my mind.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that.
Yeah, sounds fair. Surely, with it being a reversal quiz, I should ask you what was on the bottom of your graveyard.
Reversal quiz
It's not a reversal quiz,
is
it's a question.
the reveal next card of your deck. If it's
Also one of my favourite
if
decks.
it's your named card, you swap life points with your opponent, but you gotta send all other cards you have to the graveyard.
Yeah, which is
Including
why
a
you...
black pendant.
Yeah, including the black pendant that you kill your opponent with. Sorry, defeat your opponent.
No,
with.
you don't use Black Pendant. What is it you use?
The Shuriken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fu something or other.
Fuso Shuriken or something
Fuso
like that.
Shuriken.
Yeah.
I keep thinking Muskana Magatama, but that's not. That's the counter trap for 6 Samurais.
Oh, Federico has a Pot of Desires in hand, so he's definitely... Well, he's got the opportunity of picking up some more gas on the next turn. How does Marcello play with this?
Yeah, so we're seeing Shuffle Reborn here. So if you don't control any monsters, you can bring back a monster from the graveyard, just special summon it. And if it's still there during the end phase, then it gets banished. Also, you can banish Shuffle Reborn to put 1 card from your graveyard back into your deck and draw a card.
It's 1
But
card
then
on the field.
1 card on the field, sorry. Back in your deck and then draw a card. But then you must banish 1 card in your hand in the end phase.
Can't use that effect on the same turn that it's played.
Um,
I don't believe. I'm just going off of most cards that happen with that. Just
yeah,
check
no,
for me.
I think you can.
You can, that's silly.
Yeah, you can.
Wow.
So we have another matchup.
Currently going on.
Yeah, Luka Savcic versus
Quintin Savell?
Savell. Yeah, it's Quentin Savell, I think. Both playing Zoo, and Luka is currently winning 1-0. Just been informed that the players used Cube Rebo to decide who got to go first.
Nice.
The giant dice.
Yeah, the giant.
It's not a Karibo.
It's Cube Rebo.
You can't call it that.
We can call it that.
No,
and we
can't.
do.
And we shouldn't.
Okay, so
Named a long time ago.
Luka Savcic is actually the only national champion remaining in the tournament.
Which national champion was he?
I'm going to go with Serbia because that's where he's from. I think Serbia. And Mikael Vestlund is still in with Invoked Wind Witch. Everything else is Zoo and a bit of True Draco. Throwblade.
Free activates the effect, discarding the other Free Blade, draws a card, Solemn Strike.
Yeah. What a grind game.
Yeah, both of them have actually got through the early stages of the setups, using My Body as a Shield to break apart the disruption to actually force through their own plays. Both playing extremely well. There's the Chakanine. Marcello would have a Whiptail in hand, so he might be looking for that Ram to sit as his insurance policy.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's going to go for the Dragon because he has the Whiptail in hand anyway. So, yeah, that makes sense. He can just throw the Whiptail under it and then take out an opponent's card.
Nice, so double Dryden.
So, would you say it's kind of hard here, apart from the fact that there is Strike in Marcello's hand that he will be able to set? Would you say that it's almost even at the moment, depending on kind of what we can draw into with those Pot of Desires up on Federico's side.
Marcello's way ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got double trident. Double trident strike is just crazy.
There's a ton of disruption, and Federico, his mind is going to be, he can't commit to any line of play without the cards from Pot of Desire, so he can't actually even make a plan.
I don't know whether he just played Pot of Desires or whether
Oh, yeah,
that was the wrong card. It was actually a Tenki in his hand.
No, I think he's played the Pot of Desires, and he's drawn the Far Formation Tenki and the Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit.
What was his draw for turn?
Tenki,
Ghost Ogre. So he had Tenki, and then he drew Ghost Ogre.
So yeah, the Pot of Desires didn't actually exist by the look of it.
Nope, it was simply something that Federico desired.
So he's going to be able to get a search for one of his Zoodiac cards.
Marcello deciding not to use either of his Tridents to stop the Tenki. I suppose he
Surprising.
wants to burn off the normal summon. The only
Yeah,
problem
that's
with that is if it's well, you can summon Ram, and then as soon as you try and do anything with the Ram, you know, your Exi monster can be taken out, and then you've lost your normal summon anyway. But there is still a Trident in play for Federico to use as an Exi material for his other Zoodiac monsters.
This is true. Having a look at the poll, we'll see if this is swung either way. It's just loading up there.
Ooh.
Marcello
we
is
got
now
some people on my
dropped
side.
to 83%. Federico is now on 17%.
Ooh.
We've got a few more people on my side. Come on, guys. We can do this.
Fighting against the beard.
Is he okay with you saying that?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're on friends level now. I mean, you have met him, right?
What?
What's he like in real life?
He's great.
What? Who are you talking about?
You.
Marcello.
Yeah.
He was on stream with us for
Yeah.
an entire event.
I know. I've not been out of the box in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Me and Marcello tested for an event for about 3 months prior.
Solemn Strike. And Federico now with only a Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit to his name. Oh, and a face-up Far Formation Tenki.
Yeah, Marcello's a great guy.
He is.
There's the Far Formation Tenki. Shows
just
Federico
showing him
the sequence,
various-
and then Federico says, "All right, you got me, boss."
Yeah. So can we bring up our poll and show it on screen so we can see what
Yeah.
people are thinking?
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
I'll just take a quick look at the side decks while you guys are taking a look at that. Marcello's going to be going second again. So possibly consider the... Yeah, it's going to be the Flying Seas, the Ash Blossoms, the Garma Cells. I don't know if he brings the Twin Twisters in the Zoodiac Pure Zoom matchup.
Yeah.
It's pretty reliable because of the amount of Solemn Strikes and everything's going on. What have you got over there, Luke? What do you think's going if Federico goes first again?
Got a solid warning there.
Yeah, some warning. Enemy controllers, potentially Cosmic Cyclones, with an Apocrypha as well.
Yeah,
Would you go
Apocrypha.
for the Humongous for getting over Trident?
Well, he's going first, so
Well, just in general. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's
well, likely more if he's going second, but he might put it in just in case.
which means that Marcello may go for the Gamma Seals.
Yeah.
And then he's got Dimensional Barriers as well. I don't know if those will come in while he's going... Those are too good not to bring in, especially when you know you're going to go to a grindy match show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've seen the two guys side deck here. You guys saw the poll on the stream. Yeah, we don't get to see it, but the guys at home can see the poll.
One of these guys is going home, although Marcello not for long. He's definitely going to the World Championships this year. Federico is now trying to fight for one of those 2 slots to be issued in the finals of this tournament.
Yeah.
So we're just loading in the hands now. Federico's coming in first.
Zoodiac Free Blade, Zoodiac Combo, Imperial Order. Solemn Strike. And Solemn Warning. Wow, that's an excellent hand going first for Federico.
Wow.
Depending on what hand traps Marcello actually draws, because Ghost Ogre could still put him in a really bad position.
Yeah.
Marcello opening Zoodiac, Ram, Twin Twisters, Maxi. Their Twin Twisters is great here. There's an Imperial Order, a Solemn Strike, and a Solemn Warning. All of those are very juicy hits with the Twin Twister.
Okay, so Maxi was played on a Thoroughblade, and then Federico just ended his first turn.
On the summon. So Federico decides to deny Marcello of any additional cards. And Marcello draws two. He's got 2 dimensional barriers, Torrential Tribute, Twin Twisters, and Ram. I don't think he's going to go for the Blind Twisters because that will be pretty awful.
Not sure why Marcello is down 3,000 life points. Federico may have used some sort of skill on Duel Links there.
Possibly.
Seems a bit OP, I'm not going to lie. When you've only got 4,000 life points in that game, if there's a skill that does 3,000, I'm going to call shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Yeah. Pretty strong skill. So the Thoroughblade attacking, he may gain life points from this attack.
He may do.
I think
They're just going to set his life points to what it should be.
I think he's going to gain some life points.
No, he's gaining life points. That is Marcello's special skill.
Yeah, Marcello gains life
for
points.
the first attack of the game, he gains life points.
Yeah, exactly 1,400 life points.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
Who's writing the script for this episode?
Matt, you seem upset. Oh, Twin Twister
Oh,
goes down,
says-
targeting those 2.
The question is, does Imperial Order get changed?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's going to put a dent in Marcello's turn, but now Federico's also locked out of
He's on a
spell
clock.
cards.
And he's on a clock. His life points are going to slowly tick away. He's got 5 turns.
Then again, saying that, Marcello can just make a Trident off of his Ram, but he's got to be playing it for a Solemn Strike and a Solemn Warning.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen somehow.
Very quickly, can we just check how much time is left on the round? Apollo is changing yet again. Marcello winning that game. Marcello gained a bit more favour.
Oh, yes.
He's back up to
85%.
85%.
Marcello draws Flying Sea. That could
Pretty
be
good.
one of the reasons that he's doing well. Again, I'm just going to say, Deco Talker. That's a pretty good way to spend that. From that Flying Sea.
Proxy Dragon.
Proxy Dragon, yeah, it's the easy one.
Luka Sajic. I'm awfully butchering his name there, but yes, he wins on table 2, so
That match is now over.
yeah, it's still remaining national champion.
Progressing on to the top 16, ever closer to those coveted seats. Most exclusive event we run on the calendar.
Yes, it is.
Only a handful of Yu-Gi-Oh players ever see the world's stage in their careers, and it's quite an experience.
It's a big stage.
It is when you get there.
I remember it was a right trek walking from one end of the stage to the other.
Oh, you mean in Rimini?
Yeah.
Okay, that stage was a little bit higher than it needed to be, but I'll tell you the story some other time. It's
I think it was perfectly fine.
it was huge.
I mean,
It was
I
almost like
was
you had
on
to
the-
climb into a dueling arena to get onto it.
I was on a table in a corner.
Yeah,
That
you
sounds
were.
really sad.
I was
It pretty much was. It was me and Jerome. We were just shoved off into the corner. And every so often you'd cut to us like we were in some other part of the building on our own. But we were just like, just behind us was everybody else.
Bless your cottons. Ah.
and I was there, stood on that huge platform, being scared of
They were
heights.
attacking
Oh,
you.
that one. Yeah, that was huge.
I didn't know you were scared of heights.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I am.
Anyway,
That-
what's going on in the game?
Free blade attacks. Marcello loses more life points. Marcello currently having face down Dimensional Barrier and Torrential Tribute. So he's got some clear potential here should Federico try to push out. Federico holding Regeki and Ghost Ogre, so he has Disruption and he has Cleanup. But
But he
the
can't
Imperial
play it.
Order will prevent him from activating any of his spell cards until he makes a Trident and takes out his own Imperial Order.
You are right there.
Torrential Tribute to prevent Federico getting any further. Yep, and Federico now has no Zoodiac monsters and his Fire Formation Tenkis and Zoodiac Barrage. Nope, he's going to use Combo to add a material from his deck to that monster.
What material is that going to be?
Ram, I expect.
I would expect a Ram.
Oh, he goes
No,
for the whip
whiptail.
tail.
Okay.
Probably making sure he can activate that combo because he's going to need all the cards he can get.
Still, that Imperial Order. I love how every Imperial Order we've seen on the stream has been secret rare.
Yeah.
In Pharaoh's Servant.
Yeah. And he set the Raigeki there as a bluff.
I still have my Pharaoh's Servant Imperial Order in my binder.
What did Marcello draw before
Flying
passing
Sea, and he sets Dimensional Barrier.
No,
Or he already had the
no,
Flying Sea, so he sets Dimensional Barrier.
And he already had the Dimensional Barrier.
Yeah, he's just drawn.
He's just drawn. It's just not loaded into our app yet. And he's just drawn again and set another card. Okay, so it's my body as a shield and enemy controller that's now set down there as well.
And we can start to see the pain of Imperial Order as Federico fails to draw a live Zoodiac monster. This is one of the problems, one of the possible drawbacks for him using his combo, was that he took one of the live draws out of his deck in order to thin his deck down, but now he's just hitting spells. Another 700 life points coming down.
And Federico also does have a Solemn Warning set and a
Federico's
Dimensional
Solemn
Barrier.
Warning just fell out of usefulness. He does not have the life points to pay for that.
Oh my, he is on very low life points.
Yeah. That's pretty disastrous.
So just refresh me, because I'm not sure on the way that it works, because it used to work that if you didn't have enough life points, you couldn't pay it.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
If you
So it
can't
would-
pay for Imperial Order, then... So he's going to take another 700 damage during Marcello's Stomach Phase.
And he set the Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit there. I believe he's going to have to try and make... Well, he could try and make a
He's going to
Borbo
go
at
for
this point.
go for the piercing damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that all bobber.
Or
So
Borbo.
Federico's going to be forced to use this Dimensional Barrier.
Oh, but he's not. He's not
Okay,
used
because
it.
he knows that the Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit has 1800 defense, but he does leave himself open to, if the last card in Marcello's hand is a Whiptail.
But Bobber can just attack directly.
Yeah. So he goes
Oh.
Hong Kong into Borbo.
Yeah, has he already
Not
used his
yet.
Borbo?
Not yet. Okay, there's the Dimensional Barrier, so that stopped that in its tracks.
Yeah, and of course that would have been the same for Borbo.
Well, not necessarily, no. I wouldn't have thought... Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
think
is.
it's...
It is.
Imperial Order goes, and
There
now
we go.
Federico with just 200 life points, attempting to make his turn out. And he's got to remember, Marcello during that back and forth, while Marcello wasn't paying any life points, was setting cards. In case you guys missed that back home, he has a Dimensional Barrier, My Body is a Shield, Enemy Controller, Shuffle Reborn, and the Brood Ball that we saw.
He's got so much stuff now.
Yep.
That's just insane.
So essentially what's gonna happen is he's going to attempt to start making his plays. The Dimensional Barrier is going to stop that. My Body's Shield can stop Raigeki, and then he just essentially can bring it home
Yeah.
with something like a Borbo.
The
Or
Lumen
exactly a
Threat
Borbo.
Borbo, he's got the piercing damage from the Through Blade underneath this monster.
Yes, he does. So all he need to do is attack. Though he
Imperial
doesn't know
Order-
that it's a larger monster underneath that's set face down.
Imperial Order biting Federico pretty hard as he was unable. It would have been fine if he was able to actually start establishing some sort of field while that was happening, but it was just draw pass, draw pass, draw pass. 1400 each time the turn spins.
Yeah. If he would have
There's
just...
the Ram.
If he would have just, like, had the ability to choose...
Flying Sea,
and
and
Flying
he's
Sea.
got the enemy controller to put one of those in attack mode as well.
And well, he doesn't need to with it being a piercing damage.
Yeah, he's got piercing damage.
So he can just
He's-
hit the Flying Sea that he's just put on his opponent's side of the field and win the game.
Yeah.
And yet, depending on how Federico tries to play around this, he's got the piercing damage, he's got the enemy controller. He's got My Body as a Shield to protect himself. Should Federico now just hit the panic button and go, I'm going to Raigeki?
Federico could make Decode Talker.
Not quite.
He doesn't have the zone for it yet.
Oh, okay, well. I feel that's just lack of preparation.
You're going to blame him for that? Wow. This guy.
So the time machine to
The
the
future.
20th
Yeah.
of July, when the set is released. Well, the deck is released.
Time magic.
Very big changes to the game. It'll be interesting to see how all the players adapt to the new format that will follow.
Yeah, the top players are already thinking about this. They're already really thinking through all
And
this
there's
stuff.
the
My body is
Raigeki
a
followed
shield.
by the My Body's a Shield. Is Federico going to see that this is it, or is he going to try and continue? He's got an Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring there.
Yeah, he's got in his hand Ash Blossom Joy Spring. He can't make any kind of XE play because he's stuck with the Flying Sea. And Marcello draws. He has Piercing available to him.
He does.
I haven't seen which card he's got available.
Yeah, I think at this point Federico's just in it because why not? It's
You could concede here, or you can just let it play out. There's no difference. Might as well enjoy your moment on the stream.
How's he going to do it? How's he going to do it?
Sparks. Actually, I was just trying to figure out the way to play this without him possibly losing to any card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh!
I guess the only thing he's worried about is he needs to deploy an extra monster to stop the enemy controller. He doesn't want to get blown out by Mirror Force or Torrential Tribute. He actually drew a Forbidden Chalice there. So he is going to go for the 2 attacks. Okay, the Ash Blossom.
It doesn't really matter because he's got the enemy control and can just attack.
I feel like all three of us are just channeling. Just attack.
Just attack. Come on. That's all you need to do. You just need to attack with an enemy controller.
He's overthinking it, but then he doesn't have the same information you guys back home have.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, he's committed on upgrading. Yep, Piercing, Handshake. There it is.
There it is. So, Marcello stomping through the Swiss, getting straight through the top 64, top 32, and now into the top 16. Now let's go to our post-match discussion to talk a little bit about that.